Hello, welcome to Stories from the Writing Chair, or what happens when I actually write. Today I'm going to read from Among the Silent Stars in Ripped and Other Adventures, which you can get on Amazon, and the link is below. Manon sat alone on a park bench in a precious patch of shade and watched the landing day parade floats wilting in the waning afternoon sun. The picnic was already over, and Captain Carter's annual landing day speech. Now the families in the park behind her rested and visited, waiting for the evening bonfire. Her own family was there somewhere, but she didn't want to join them. A group of little girls flitted past her, as bright as jewel bugs. Their mouths were open wide, calling to each other or laughing together. She envied them, their carefree camaraderie. Someone tapped her on the shoulder and she jumped. Most of the colonists would have started talking as soon as they touched her, forgetting that she had to look at them to read their lips. But Dr. Brandon waited until she was focused on his face before he began speaking. "Manon, come with me. Poppy wants to see you." He furrowed his brow. "He's very sick." He put his hand on her arm and looked right into her eyes. "I don't think he has much longer." Manon's heart lurched. She followed Dr. Brandon to Poppy's house, fighting off a crushing fear. "Please, God," she prayed silently, "don't let Poppy die. Please, God, please." She ran straight to Poppy's room. He sat facing the window. The setting sun lit up the room in a golden light. His eyes were closed, and he looked like a skeleton already. When had he grown so old? When she was a child, he could swing her up in his arms and toss her toward the sky, but that was years ago. She touched his withered hand and formed her mouth around his name. "Poppy?" He opened his eyes, and seeing her smile, he lifted his hands and spoke to her in sign language. "Oh, Manon, good, I have something important to tell you." "What is it, Poppy?" He turned back toward the sunlight, and his mind seemed to wander. "You know, Brandon is very fond of you." "Dr. Brandon is fond of everyone," Manon smiled, but sadness pinched her heart. "Is that what you wanted to tell me?" "He's not really a doctor, you know," Poppy sighed. "He's close enough for me." "I just want you to be happy, dear, when I'm gone." Manon bit her lip. "Poppy, you're not going anywhere. Where would you go?" "Where would I go?" His eyes focused on some distant point Manon could not see. "To the stars," he said, or at least that's what she thought he said.